Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. I will show you another page in my black journal here that I will show you. It has only black pages and I really like to work with it. And especially when you have this very, very bright colors, it's really good, the contrast with black. But I covered it a bit with gesso, not completely. I wanted the black to shine through a bit. And what I wanted to do with this page, especially, and I will do it in this journal a lot, I think, using up my Dylusions. Don't get me wrong, I love the Dylusions, I love the colors, but what I hate is when they are not getting like a pudding, then they are drying out quickly because I'm not using them daily, or I have a lot of media and I'm not using Dylusions only, so once open they dry out quickly. So that's, and I have quite a lot there, like pudding, like this ones for example, and I can't really activate them. I tried quite a lot and it's awful. You can of course use them, that's not that they are useless, but yeah, it's not nice. So that's why I thought it might be a good idea to use them up, especially in this black journal. I will see. Sometimes I get these ideas and then forget about that. We will see. Okay, I'm using all sorts of colors I really like in combinations, and when it's a bit of a complementary color, I let it dry first before I go on, that I'm not ending up with mud. And I use this stencil here. It has a lot of little dots and hearts. Actually, I already had the idea. What I wanted is I use this little hearts and all the other stuff here as flowers later. You will see. Okay, put everything down. That's actually no modeling paste. I'm talking rubbish. It is heavy gesso. Yeah, sorry, but it's not really a big difference. Heavy gesso is quite thick and quite dimensional. So after I tried, I put the stencil back and put different colors on my different little things there. And yeah, down there with green. So, but what I wanted to achieve is a tiny bit of a garden theme. You know, the bottom you can see the green should be the grass, and the hearts and the blobs, call them blobs, yeah, are the flowers. Okay, I'm not using all the little bits as flowers, but the main ones. So first of all, I have to go around with a black pen to make them out stand out more. And that's what I do. They have quite a bit of white shown through, and that's what I wanted to get rid of. I do that around all my little stenciled bit here, and after that I go on and now I start shading first. That's what I do. I have enough space now. Because of the colorful background, what I do with shading, I like to use my Pic pens and shade in the same color as the background behind it. I think in this way it looks much more organic, doesn't it? I think so. I really like it much more to work in that way, and it's perfect with the Dylusions and my Pic pens. They color-wise, they're working quite good together. And start before, as I said, I have more space. When I go on, I will connect all these hearts and blobs with a line towards the bottom, and I won't have, or it will be too fiddly to shade it then. That's why I do it now. And the last bits as well, and then it's okay. Okay. Oh, actually, I got this. Forgot to tell you. I got this journal from my stepdaughter. She's I got it to. Was it for Christmas? I think it was my Christmas gift. Yeah, she's always giving great stuff away. But I think, as I told you before, I always get quite nice stuff for Christmas from her, so very thoughtful. She is really good with gifts. Yeah, fantastic girl. Okay, so and now I go and put some white around and doodle with white into my focal points here. These ones I want to use as flower heads. I will doodle into, but first they get all white lines. Simple doodle, nothing. I'm not a doodler, you know. It's not my passion. I really admire people who do that, and they are so fantastic with it that you can get lost in this patterns, you know. But to me, it's yeah, I'm so impatient and or impatient. I need to have a quicker result, so that's why I simply have some lines here, crossing lines, and that's it. But that's okay. Everyone has a different passion, yeah, and that's good. So, but first, again, I have enough space at the moment. I will do my background stamping, and of course I'm using my go-to script stamp. I have quite more, but I really like this one. It's perfect. And these are my stems now, and I make them here with my needle bottle. There is white acrylic paint in, but unthinned. There is nothing in apart from white paint, and it's a bit thick, so it's difficult to squeeze it through. I have to put something in, a bit of with my black, for example, not to change the color. I use airbrush medium. I put a bit of airbrush medium in to make it more liquidy, that it have the better fluid. Okay, now I'm drawing here on tissue paper. I wanted to have, because it's a whimsical garden, isn't it? So I wanted to draw down a whimsical girl. That's what I did. It wasn't that bad. And I start with a pencil as usual, because I have to erase a lot, and that's the reason why I'm not working directly on the page. It's so difficult to erase on paint. That's why I always do it on tissue paper. And to in the past I always used gesso and use it to put it on the page and then my image on top, but of course it's not that exact, and I saw Iliko doing it, that she put the gesso directly on the tissue on the reverse and cut it out then and glued it down. And of course that's a fantastic trick. It's so much easier, so simple. Tried that with my napkins as well, but it doesn't work with the napkins so good because they are so delicate. But I found a way. When you saw my dragonfly napkin 30 days of napkin art challenge, then you might already know how I did that. Okay, using water here to get that image out. And that's what I always say, when you cut something out, tissue paper or napkins, you always get a very harsh line. So when you have it torn, it is much softer, the transition, and you won't see it so much on the page. So I first shade everything in, that I don't have to bother with the colorized girl already, so I can go over the lines even. Doesn't matter, because I will put paint on top later. So, and at the moment everything is sort of okay. Yeah. Until I start colorizing her. Start with the face. And that's still okay. The very whimsical girl, it's not very defined in the face. My problem is always hair. As soon as I start colorizing hair, the disaster strikes down. Yeah, the problem is, I don't know, I never get that right. Look at her. She looks like she's wearing a helmet. And, okay, I already know that doesn't work. So I'm going on, working on something different, and think really, what should I do? And I'm trying a lot. to get that done. Even putting some weird marks on the dress to distract from that hair, but no, it doesn't work. Put a bit of gesso back on that hair, trying to get more, to get more life into that hair. That hair looks so static. That's why it looks like a helmet, doesn't it? No, it doesn't look. Still looks awful. And with these white highlights in there, it's a little girl. It won't have white highlights in her face. So that's why I thought, oh, put some white lines here and there. No one will look at the hair. Yeah. But it looked spooky, really spooky. Especially when I put the white lines on the arms. Ooh, looks like a skeleton. No, I have to cover that up. But I'm using here my what do you call it? Leaf paste, yeah, to go around the edges. Could have used normal black ink, doesn't matter. But I thought it looked a bit nicer with dimension, and yeah, okay. Still, the hair looks awful. But then I decided to make or give her a new head. Yeah, I think that was the only solution. Again, I put down a very sketchy, whimsical face with short hair, with simple hair, and I put that on her body. First of all, of course, I need to put some white gesso on that page, otherwise it wouldn't show up, and it wouldn't cover up that existing head with the helmet on. Okay, and worked out. It's the proportion are not perfect, but it's whimsical. It doesn't need to be perfect, and I think it's okay at the end. I got what I wanted, but it took me, oh, let's just draw a whimsical girl. 3 hours later, yeah. That's me. So I'm using now a lot of little tricks to get this integrated into the page. It's pretty easy with tissue paper. You can paint over it and equalize it with the background, and that works quite good. Using here my small pit pens and starting very, very light, very carefully with the paint or with the colors. And it worked at the end. I think I give her yellow hair or so. Yeah, I do. Yellow hair. That's okay. Not more. Don't do any more. Bit of orange. Okay. Bit of orange, but not that much more. So, okay, trying to get rid of that tissue paper edge, and it works. Not bad. Okay. Pooh, done. Rescue, yay. Okay, a bit of pink in her face. And then I gave her a flower in her hand. What's the reason otherwise that she's having this weird hand gesture up to the wherever. So that's why I thought a flower might look nice in her hand. And she's in the garden. Why is she in the garden? Of course, to pick flowers. I put some of this pearl maker, sorry, pearl maker in, that it's more dimensional, but that's it. Yeah, don't mess it up. Stop it here. Don't mess it up. So, and now I go around. I lost a bit of my black edges here, of course. So that's why I go around again with an ink pen and a bit more in a sketchy way, more sketchy lines here to loosen it up, ground her a bit more, tiny bit of shading here and there, but at the end of the day, I would call it done, and it's done. What I do next is the text, and I used my vintage label marker again here to, I cut them out then smaller definitely and glue it here on white cardstock. Cut it out to get a white little edge to make the words stand out. And it says, eine lebendige Liebe ist wie ein zauberhafter Garten. Lebendig is lively. A lively love is like a magical garden. Yeah, that's okay. I think you can say it like this. And glue it down, of course. But that's the last bit. And I'll show you, of course, the close-up as soon as I've finished gluing down. Yeah, I'm happy. Everything sticks. Great. Well done. So, and here is the close-up coming. It's a longer one now because I show you a bit of the details. I really like this black, as I said before, in the background with this bright colors. And that's a shame. I like this color so much. But the recipe of this things, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Absolutely a shame. Okay, there's this little girl again in a close-up with a cheeky laugh or smile. I quite like her. And at the end, I made it. Yay! So thanks again, or thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you liked it and you had a bit of fun watching. And if so, why don't you leave a thumbs up and even a comment? That would be fantastic. Very much appreciated. If you know someone who would like to watch it, share it. That would be great. And I say thank you again for watching. And I hope I will see you soon with my next video. So have a fantastic time, guys. Bye bye. Tschüss, Leute. Habt eine schöne Zeit. Tschüssi.